Ispani. I stand up, I get up, I'm getting more shona kona. Ahuluza shoguluza kukasa, come on, be a go-getter. Ashona kona, ashona kona, ashona kona, ashona kona, stay focused. Opportunities, you gotta grab this, you gotta fight with skills.
Said a hustler's job is never through. We making it cause we making moves. And the only thing we know to do is work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. Keep hustling like it's your job. Show my hustlers, sivula kanjalo uhlelo, githi ngiyigagu. Igama mekumele show my uhlelo Ispani. Lasifaka na intsha endaweni yomsebenzi. Awusingibulisa wonke umuntu osemakhaya githi sanibonani, and a salute to all my hustlers. Namuhla Ispani githi sibona amabhilidi. Njengoba ke sisebenza nabantu abama interior design, abantu ke abenza indawo hlala kuzo sikwazi ukuphila kuzo. Ihasta samba nalo kule viki befethu uyena ke uthulufelo hlabangani lentokazi lithi iqhamuka lapha eBinoni kodwa manje sehlala lapha eAuckland Park njoba ke ifunda eUJ ishaya ke iNational Diploma yayo lapha ku interior design. Lentokazi ithi mayikhula befuna ukuba iarchitect kodwa manje seshintsha izinto akahlangana naye simbuza ukuthi kungani afuna ukwenza lo msebenzi. Into engakutshela yona ngithi straight out of Binoni akusuyena kuphela uSharlies oqhamuka kule ndawo leya khona abantu abanjengothulufelo ake simbone ukuthi yena uzothini. Tilufelo Hlabangani, age 21, education matric, tertiary qualification, final year, National Diploma in interior designing, formal work experience, part-time promotional and retail worker.
Tilufelo ke moredi wa ka wa mathomo, ke na le banyana ba 2 and then le mshimane 1, so ke first born ya ka. The way I link a thing Tilufelo, it's like ke ngwana o leng right yena, the way like ke mtsebanga thing, and then ke chomi ya ka like na le di problems na go ngwe no gona na go ngona le mathata mo lefatsheng, but ha ke na le ena ke bua le ena, and then one comfort her at times.
Beginning primary go Faramea primary. Go Faramea primary ke bona hore ke na le talent ya ho draw ya art. Ke le active especially in cultural and sports. Ke le rata, and then kaya go St. Dunstan's for high school. St. Dunstan's Leona, it just improved the skills aga. In terms of designing, drawing.
Throughout the life, she's been like, you know, doing drawings of everything. I remember, like, you know, high school, after completing matric, I had a challenge now coming from the old school. Like, no, you know, you must go into mainstream. And said to me, something that's got to do with art, which is interior design. So I shouldn't keep in their skin.
I've always been a role model for Banabakai. I'm always encouraging them, Lebona, and just being the parents when the parents aren't around. We had a good upbringing, you know. The parents are on hands-on, but supportive, Lebona, in anything that we wanted to do.
It's the respect that is showing to the next person. Both with respect.
Go UJ. System for 3 years. No, the way like an Beki interior design lena. Like campusing orientation day. I can roommate na. So why not? Once you do that lena. So go tla mo sa le re no ba close even though next ke tsile ko UJ mara still re shipe re sa le tight ke phila ke metela phila ke mona and one thing ke tsebang ka ena ke sa dula le ena she's very artistic and very ambitious.
For matric they ba batlo re the company ne with the job shadowing, so kaya ko design company engwe mo Binoni, and from there ka bona gore ke ya go ira interior design. Kasani ke ya ko the WMI for interview yaka, so hopefully everything is all right. Internship ko WMI e bohloka gore ke attain the skills for business in, because one day lena ke nyaka own business yaka ya interior design.
I'm very proud of her. Ke ngwana a leng level-headed and only the ambitions, very ambitious. O nyaka achieve but le bona ale motho o ngcono.
Hustlers, uthulufele kuyaqala ukuthi unomndeni omsekela kakhulu bafethu bangixhasa ku yonke into afuna ukuyenza. Ngithi manje sikumele abakhombise ukuthi inqomo basithathile isona esikahle. Kodwa sizo icareer coach ethela ekhaya usisiphula ukuthi uzombona kanjani. Ngabe lezi zinto lezi ziyamesha bafethu noma ke ugesi namanzi kuyochokeka lapha. Ngithi mina faka ugesi asizomsipula ukuthi wena uthini.
Interior designers ba lokisetsa le go hlobisa diphatlo tsa ka hare ho ntlu e ka ba dintlu tsa batho fela kapa le di officing ba sheba dilo tse ngata pele ba ka qala ba sheba lefelo le ba tlo sebeletsang ko lona ba shebe taste le style sa client budget e ba lokelang ho isebedisa go tloga mo ba etse plan ha client e thabile ke teng mo ba ka tsamang ba ile re ka ditlabakelo tsa teng o lokela ho ithutela mosebetsi ona hobane ha se o fetsa go ithuta go tla ba bonolo for gore menyako e bulege ene hape di dingata dilo tse le gore o lokela go di tseba ko sekolong tse tsamaisanang le mosebetsi ona tsholo o bontsha ana le maikarabelo a itshepa ene ke rata le tsela e a leng ka teng the way a parang ka teng ra mmona ngwanyana o motle e leng selo se leng gore se tsamaelana le industry ena o lokela go tseba go gona go buisana le batho e leng ntwe ke mmonang gore wa gona go yetsa ene gape tsholo o le hlogonolo gobane o na le thego ene gape o na le hlokomelo from batsodi ba hae le go thola monyetla wa go ithutela ntho a e batlang. Emba hustlers not kaofela re na le thego le lerato leo mara o dule o tseba gore sona se o ithutelang sona ha o inela o sebetsa ka thata o tla bona le bogoni gape o bane le tsebo gobane a se mo o tswang teng empa mo o yang teng ene ko mosebetsing ba batla bogoni le tsebo ya hao ha ona le bogoni o na le tsebo o tla phomella ene ha o tshwana le tsolojena o gona go sebetsa ka thata o ikemiseditse o gona go itukisa o na le talente ha o se ka uthibelang.
Umsebenzi we-interior designer kwakha, kuplana, nekufurnisha lengekhathi lendlu nobe indzawo yekusebentela. Lekuyaye kuye ngekuthi leyo lomsebentela ku-ofiseni. Kubalulekile ke kwati ukuthi lawa ma-designers wona asebenza ngenzawo hayi nje kokuhlobisa. Kumele bahlolisise kahle ngokwakhiwa kwaleyo ndzawo kanye nekuthi leyo ndzawo itawusebenza kanjani. Kwenda njalo ke kumele ucondzisise kahle ukuthi ngabe le client ifunani futhi ke inamalini. Lona ngumsebenzi longawungenela. Ungenda i-Bachelor of Fine Arts lethatha iminyaka lemine, i-Diploma kwe-Fine Arts ne-Interior Design, i-Architectural Technology ne-Interior Design kanye nemakhozi lamafisha latholakala emakoleji anganisense kanye nasetinkampanini. Lona ngumsebenzi lodzinga kusebenzisa ingqondo sibili. Kuhlanganisa emakhono kanye ne-technology. Kanti-ke labanyenti bayakhona kuphumela ngekutifundisa. Kuba nelwati lolwanele lokudizayina kungakusita kuchubekela embili ube utithuthukisa kulo msebenzi. Kufundzela kukusita kukulolongela timo letahlukahlukene kulo msebenzi. Kukuniketa lwati etintweni letinyenti lotabe usebenta ngato tindlela letisetjentiswa ngayo. Phindze kukwenta uhlale usemgceni nemkhicito lemisha lesetjentiswako. Ungawuthatheli phasi umsebenzi wedesigner kuyo yonke indzawo loyivakashelako. I-designer ngiyo lekhomba ukuthi leso sakhiwo sisebenza kanjani. Ngakho njenge-designer udlala indzima lenkulu emsebentini kanye nasemakhayeni ebantfu.
Ngadideka wema-hustlers kodwa Thulufelo uke wangichazela ukuthi ama-interior designer abantu-ke abadweba amabhilidi ukuthi azohlala kanjani bese-ke ama-interior decorator ibona-ke abantu abafika bahlobise bayenza indawo ibe kahle. Ngithi angazi uyangi-understanda noma-ke uyangitholerate noma-ke uzongithola later njengoba-ke manje siye ekhefini uma sibuya sibona intokazi imali ubiphusha laphana ehlanganisele isasa lakhe ilaphana e-WMI Design and Decor bafethu. Ngithi wena lapha ekhaya press pause sihambe siyophola bese siyabuya.
Ispani.
We in the building and we bringing down the house. Someone has to let you and shy finally laphana njenge interior designer. Le ntokazi ine style aphinde futhi ithanda izinto esizingeni phezulu. Khona manje ke ithole interview laphana e-WMI Design and Decor inkampani laphana eBryanston. Ngithi le nkampani ke idume ukuthi ithatha ama design wafaka kwelinye level bafethu. Le ntokazi ke kumele ithole laphana experience kuze ke ibe i-qualified designer bafethu. Ake sibone ukuthi intokazi izoqhuba kanjani. Into ngizoyisho ukuthi ungaba muhle, ugqoke kahle kodwa indaba la.
Hello. Pleased to meet you. I'm Wanda.
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
the creative director here. Welcome to WMI.
Pleased to be here.
Thank you. Well, thank you for coming in for an interview. WMI have actually just decided to take on interns, so it's quite exciting that you're here today. And I see that you're in your third year at UJ.
Yes, I'm currently doing my third year at the University of Johannesburg in interior design. So I really was hoping to get this so I can get the experience that is required for this industry.
Okay. And how did you get into interior design as a matter of interest?
It actually started when I was in high school. We had job shadowing that we needed to do. So I went to a design company from a neighborhood Bruni, and then just being in that company and seeing how what they do in interior design, that's what sparked my interest in it.
And did you see that it's quite an unglamorous profession? I think everybody thinks that interior design is so glamorous, but it's hard work.
Yes, I realized that when I got to tertiary, the amount of work we had to do and how we had to, in terms of time management and how we just basically handle our projects, that's when I realized that there's a lot of work that goes into it.
There is.
It isn't just making things look pretty.
No. In fact, that's one of our biggest challenges, is that when you're at varsity, you learn the creative side of things, and when you come into our industry, you need to learn how to translate the creativity into practicality.
Yes.
And work within really tight budget constraints, because no matter who it is, no matter how wealthy the client, there's always a budget, a strong budget. Did you manage to do any research on WMI?
Yes, I have looked up on the websites, looking at a few of the projects that have been done and just looking through the website.
So you understand that we aim at the very high-end, very luxury residential market?
Yes, that is very evident.
Okay. All right.
That is very evident, yes.
To give you a little bit of background about WMI, we've been going for about 14 years and have recently had quite a large expansion, and feel that it's necessary to supplement our staff complement, number one, and number two, I think that it's giving back to the community in offering internships, which is why, of course, you're here today.
Yes.
So now tell me, what would you say are your strong points? So you obviously design in AutoCAD and you design in Revit.
Yes.
And there are various different disciplines within interior design, ranging from technical drawing, cabinetry design, space planning, the overall creativity, decor. What would be your passion and what would be your strong points?
I'd say with the space planning and the decor and just the design of the space would be my strong point.
Solo, tell me, how far do you live from Bryanston?
I'm currently staying in Auckland Park because it's close to UJ, but home is, I come from Benoni.
Okay, because WMI open at 8 in the mornings. Our office hours are 8 until 5 with an hour's lunch break. However, you will very often, because of a strong workload, you'll find yourself coming in at 7 and leaving at 7 or 8 or 9, depending on how strong the workload. And do you have your own transport?
I do.
All right. That's very important in our industry because quite often a designer doesn't just sit in the office. A designer has to go onto site and has to take briefs from clients, and you need to be able to be mobile as possible. In fact, today we're going to be giving you 3 tasks, and those tasks will be around a renovation. And I'm sure that we will brief you a little bit later on that. So I'm sure that you're going to find it challenging, but I urge you to have fun.
Okay.
And don't stress about it. Your mentors will certainly take you through each step and assist you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Good luck. Thank you, Tsolo.
Thank you.
Industry ena e batla go yelo sekolong, no doubt, ka nnete e batla maphepha hobane ke mo o kgonang go ithuta tsebo ya interior designing le bo creativity hobane kwa mosebetsing go batla yona creativity eo le bo wena ba hao ha o ka kgona go utlwisisa tsela e interior designer e tsamayang ka teng o kgone go i-coordinate le go e beakanya o kgone go utlwisisa ditlhokwa tsa client ke dilo tse di tla o thusang haholo ene ra bona gore tsholo le yena o thusitswe ke tsona dilo tseo gobane creativity eo o ithutetse yona go tswa ko sekolong ene gape ke rata maitshwaro a gage le tsela e a ke presentileng ka yona empa ke bile disappointed ganyane gobane ga ne ba mmotsisa gore gobaneng a choositse interior design a sang ke bone lerato leo la gore yena ka nnete o na le kgatlhego le maikemisetso a nang ko ona empa overall yena o sebeditse hantle gagolo
yazi masters ngiyacabanga ukuthi ngibize usisiwanda aze neqembu lakhe laphana WMI Design and Decor kuze baze la studio bazodecorate nje bafaka ama furnishes nje uzibonela ukuthi asina lutho kodwa kwazibani ukuthi empheleni kwelanga kuzobiza yena uthula ukuthi azoshaya yona lo msebenzi mina ngithi lapha ekhaya ungayindawo ngoba sobona intokazi ishaya itask yakhe yokuqala mina ngithi ngizosuka lapha ufuna dining room yongena ekitchen bese ngiyabuya ngithi angiyindawo njengephela Ispani 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 Siplomile ke laphana WMI Design and Decor samba nomuntu ofisa ukuba interior design uthulu intokazi ke manje efuna ukungena kule career ene competition eningi kuyachaza ukubona ukuthi iyazithemba ngoba ke ama task asele ama task anzima ngempela intokazi kuyomela manje ihambe yokhombisa talent layo lokushaya ama design aphinde futhi akhombisa uqhwepheshe makuza kuza ama business into engayisho ukuthi mina le ntokazi iphethe yonke into efunakalayo kodwa manje sokuyena ukuthi akhombise abantu abangamqashi ukuthi lo msebenzi owakhe mina ngithi thula usithula
Okay, Tsolo, for today you have to just focus on the living area. So perhaps just have a look at cutting back some of the nibs on the walls here so we can make a bigger entrance and a bigger opening. That fireplace hearth you can take down to ground level because I think it takes up quite a lot of space in terms of getting out there.
Okay.
Then for this door over here, will you have a look at putting in a sliding door for me?
Okay.
You can use a 3-leaf sliding door so that you can get a maximum opening. All right? So just orientate that way around and put a floor plan together. Then we can work from there.
Okay.
All right.
And that window.
This little window's over here.
Okay.
And don't worry about that. I'll make the notes to make it bigger.
Okay.
All right. But just remember that it is there, so you can't have a full piece unit there.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Good luck, Tsolo. If you have any problems, just let me know.
Okay. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thanks.
Tasking ena re ilo sheba utlwisiso ya hae ka mosebetsi tsela e a bonang mosebetsi ka teng plani ya hae ya mosebetsi le technical knowledge.
So in this instance, the client has said to us that although her husband is a quadriplegic and is bedridden for the most part, she occasionally brings him into her lounge, into her space. So she needs something that is comfortable for him, and you will soon realize that there are a lot of technical requirements around quadriplegics. The wife who has commissioned the project, she wants to create a much warmer environment for herself, something that makes her feel good when she gets home, that's a little bit more plush and luxurious than what she's used to. But there's certain challenges around the space. One, it is a small area. Two, it's fairly dark. Three, we cannot extend beyond the footprint that is her home due to roof constraints and also constraints within her complex.
Okay. How are you doing, Solo?
I don't know how I can get this to not go over how to mask this.
Is this your floor finishes layout?
My floor finishes layout, yes.
Okay, when you do a floor finishes layout, you need to take all the furniture out.
Okay.
So copy it over, keep the furniture layout separate to the floor finishes, and then you delete all the furniture pieces.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. And then would I also show this as removed in the floor finish?
You take it out completely now, because by now you've already told them to take it out. So you can now you work on your new plan.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You'll be all right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Thanks.
The software that I'm using is called AutoCAD. In first and second year, we use AutoCAD, and then in the third year, we use Revit. With the Revit, the reason why we use it is so that we can also get used to designing in 3D. Normally, when you do this, when you're at the conceptual stage, you normally do things in freehand, so you can kind of orientate and see where you're putting things, where things will be situated in the space. So initially, you don't just start on the computer. You'd have to sketch out your ideas. I think it is an advantage to know how to sketch. How can you plan it if you're unable to draw your idea?
Hello, Tolo.
Ke sure gore ke ntse msebetsi sharp, mara I'm just, I can say, because it's my first time ke sebetsa mo, so I can say gore bana ba expectang, mara ke ntse the best of my ability. This is the conceptual stage where we do space planning, and you also do your furniture layouts and your floor finishes layouts. That's what I was busy doing, and my window schedule as well.
Judging by what we gave her as a brief, I think she's done a very good job at interpreting what we want for a client. She has taken into account the large gaps and has rearranged the floor plan in a suitable manner for the client to accommodate her husband. Just in terms of annotations, I think there could have been a little bit more broadening on the things that are being added and removed in terms of a build aspect. Perhaps looking at a rounded table over here would accommodate the space just a little bit better, but in terms of the overall interpretation, I think she's hit it on the head. I think our client would be very happy with this.
Tshwene o sebeditse hantle mona tasking e hae ya pele. Ka nnete wa supa gore o tseba se a se etsang. Le CAT system e ana e sebedisa o supile gore o ithutile yena sekolong. That's why a kgonne go e sebedisa hantle. Mona tasking ena ma hustlers o lokela gore o ithute gore o kgonne go mamela. Hobane ke mo o ile go utlwisisa le go batlisisa o tsebe ka heart client ya hao ditlhoka tsa hae ke eng e a ratang ke eng e a sa rateng ene hape go batla le motho le gore o kgona go sebetsa ka diplane kaofela lefelo le lenyane kapa le legolo ene hape ha ile lefelo le lenyane ke eng so ka se etsang gore o lo oketse similarly ha ile lefelo le legolo ke eng o ka etsang gore o le fokotse
bafethu yazi basibheka lo msebenzi becabanga ukuthi yazi uvesana ube muhle uziphuzela itiye endaweni ezinhle kodwa manje singawuhlonipha kakhulu lo msebenzi njengoba ubona intokazi ithwele kanzima laphana kuyomele ke ikhombise konke enakho sothi masibuya emva kwekhefu isela ngama task awu2 emeli waqedile mina into engizoyisho ukuthi le ndawo igcwele ngedust awuthi ngiyocleana bese ngiyabuya
Ispani, 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 Ispani.
Ispani sibuyile wemahasilazi samba nothulfele intokazi ke eshiya abazali lapha eBinoni ezelana ke ezogijimisa iphupho layo lokuba interior design yazi isikhathini esiningi siyawubona amabhizinisi nendawo ohlala kuzo zizinhle kodwa singazibuthi abubani abenza le ndawo zibe zinhle uthulfele namuhla ke yasikhombisa ama interior design ibona ke benza indawo sihlala kuzo noma ke sisebenzela kuzo zibe zinhle kodwa manje ke sekazoshintsha ke creativity sekasebenza ke ngezebhizinisi njoba alaphana eWMI design and decor njoba ke azokukhombisa ukuthi izinto zibiza malini nokuthi ke asha ama budget into efana nalezo ngithi lezi ke yibalo bafethu ngithi 1 + 1 = 11 okay clearly that's why I'm a presenter clearly I can count ake sibone ukuthi intokazi yena izosishaya ibalo
Hi Zolo.
Hi.
I'm Bianca. I'm going to be taking you through the next second task of the presentation, which is the decor aspect. See that you've already done the design work and you've done your furniture layouts.
I have.
So the next step for you would be to source the furniture.
Okay.
And then you will be selecting your fabrics and your finishes to the space.
Okay.
So fabrics to the sofa and the floor finishes, curtaining, all of that sort of thing.
Okay.
Because we're using custom furniture, the next part of the process would be to measure up the furniture as you've done and create a specification document because this is all made to fit for our client and especially because he's got special requirements. This would then be dropped into our template so it can go out to our manufacturers so we can get costings.
Okay.
For your purposes, the next step for you would be just sourcing all of the finishes, fabrics, and finalizing the design so that you can give us a final presentation.
Okay.
You're welcome to use anything that we have available in the library. You'll see over there we have our wallpapers that you can select from. We have a large selection of fabrics. Lastly, our hard finishes like our floor finishes, tiling, painting, all of that sort of thing is in a special storeroom which we'll direct you to. Do you have any questions?
No, I understand what I have to do. Yes.
Tasking ena re ilo sheba bokgoni ba go kgetha di-finishes go sebedisa ditlabakelo tse ba mo neileng tsona le go kopanya brief.
So if there's anything you need, just let us know and good luck.
Okay, thank you very much.
Zolo is now sourcing finishes, so she would be sourcing the floor finishes, the paint finish for the walls, light fittings. She'd also be sourcing the soft finishes, which are the fabrics that are going to go on the sofa, the dining chairs, and also so that she can put the client presentation together. There isn't any particular order. We usually would select our finishes first, but if it so happened that a client, for example, wanted a particular wallpaper or a particular color, you might start with that first and work your way through sourcing finishes to match.
Batho ba bangata ba rata interior designings gobane ba e bona ka mahlo fela empa ha ba leboge bohlokwa ba yona le mosebetsi o boima o tsamaisana le industry ena. Di-interior designers ba lokela go batlisisa go bona le bokgoni ba go shebisisa tshebedisano mmogo le go kgona go sebedisa technology tsebo ka constructions le di-material le tsamaisano ya di-business.
When clients come to WMI, they have an understanding of what our design look is and our ethos. So based on that, we develop a scheme that is authentic to them, based on whether they want color or don't want color, their likes, their preferences. But often we have quite a lot of free reign in deciding what the design looks like. We then present it to the client and take it from there based on their opinion.
Maphelo a setšhaba go bolokega le tlhokomelo ke dilo tse botlhokwa haholo go di-interior designers. Di-designers ba rutilwe go bopa mafelo a leng melaong gore batho ba dihole ba kgone go a sebedisa.
Done.
Okay, take me through that, please.
Okay, so this is my idea for the dining room. The wallpaper that I've used in there. This is the fabric for the chairs.
So that's the concept for your dining room.
Yes, this is my concept for the dining room. This is the kind of fabric I'm going to be using for the chairs.
Perfect.
And then for my cabinetry, I'm going to be using this. With a duco that's going to be this color.
Okay, a high gloss duco or matte duco?
It would be a matte duco.
Great. Okay.
And then for my lighting for the dining room, I was thinking of using the bubble lighting.
That's beautiful.
And then this is the floor finish I'm going to be using. From the dining room throughout to the living
I just
room.
want to see how those work together. Great. Okay. Perfect. Sorry about that. Okay.
Okay. And then this is for my L-shaped couch, and then these three colors are going to be for the scatter cushions that I'm going to be using on there. And then this would be the.
So is that your concept?
Yes, this one is also my concept for
your sofa, your coffee table,
and then my lamp as well that I'm using.
Great. And that is the fabric to your sofa?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, and then this is also my wall color for the living room, and then with the curtain is going to be the sheer in front of
a blockout.
The blockout.
When you present this, we're going to need a plan with that.
Okay.
So that you can show us where your finishes are going.
Okay.
For example, the wallpaper. Where are you planning on putting the wallpaper?
I'm putting that in the. So I'd show you in the.
On the plan. It's okay. You can show me just now. But that would be in your dining room.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Everything looks good to me. I think the client will be happy.
Okay. Thank you.
Great.
I think it's just the finishes layout. Like in Monta the finish saga I monta the layout, the plan, yeah, the finishes. I think or consider everything that client batlang wena and what the company stands for. You have to consider everything in order to get a successful output.
Did a great job. She followed the brief. She's got a very clear understanding of what WMI's image is like. Next time I would just suggest that Solo brings a plan with when showing a design board, so that she can indicate on plan exactly where everything is going, so that the client or myself or designer has an understanding of the positioning of each of the items. Overall, I think she's done a great job. I like the design. I think it looks great. Looks clean, contemporary, sophisticated. I think she did a great job.
Tasking ena ya bobedi ma hustlers e supa bohlokwa ba hore o tsebe go batlisisa ka client ya hao. Di color tse e di ratang, di shape, fabric e ai ratang client ya hao hobane tseo di tla o fa di ideas gore o kgone go choose furniture e leng gore e tla mothabisa. Ene hape ha o fetsa go kgetha furniture eo o shebe gore dilo tseo kaofela di a kopanya ene hape di a sebedisana na. Le wena mo ko hae ha e ka ba industry ena ya o khatla and o batla go tseba go ngata ntho e ka o thusang go gore di dingata di programs tsa interior designing tse le ka di shebella e ding ya tsona ke top billing ko library gona le dibuka tse dingata gona le di magazine tse le gore di ka go fa di ideas le mo ka lapeng o ka kopa batswadi gore o kgone go hlobisa o kgone go beakanya ntlo ya bona ene ke mo creativity is one thing especially ha o lokela go etsa dilo tseo o sena ditlabakelo tse dingata.
Mahustlers sesinayo iplan sesazi izinto zibiza malini into sesele manje ukuthi uThulu ahambe lapha adayisa umcabango wakhe noma idesign yakhe lapha ku creative director yakuleya ndawo ngiyazi into okazi ukuthi ithukile kancane mina into ngizoyisho ukuthi Thulu sengikubiza ngoyolo you only live once ungaleki lethuba sikunikeze lona ngithi lapha emakhaya ngithi on your marks ready steady go to break.
Ispani, 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 Ispani. Ispani, 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 Ispani.
Yeah, uzama ukwenzani manje so decorate mina manje I get it right man. Nazoke show my hustlers somebody hustler lethi uthula ufele into kazi ke oshaya ifana task yakhe njoba ke ilwela ke internship laphana at WMI Decor and Design ibe nelanga elide bafethi elinzima ngempela emsebenzini kanti sitshela ukuthi umsebenzi olula kodwa sikhombisa ama interior design bafethi banze umsebenzi omningi ngaphandle ukuthi babheke ukuthi imbala yezinto ziyamesha or kanjani ngithi khona manje sekumele yodayisa ke i-designer yayo laphana ku creative director kule company njoba ke bane client ekhubazekile enendlu bafethi ake sibone ukuthi intokazi izokhona ukushaya Ispani mina ngithi popola.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
How was your day?
Very well.
Good. Solo, how did you do?
It was quite a challenge, but I managed to do what I needed to. I think I'm pretty confident about it.
Good. And quite a short space of time?
Yes.
Good.
So this is the presentation.
This is your presentation.
Yes.
Tasking ena re ilo sheba bokgoni ba go presenter bokgoni ba go bua ka di technical issues le go thola tumello ka mosebetsi wa hae.
Okay, so the first page, as you'll see, is I have a larger one here actually. My furniture layout. What I decided to do was to remove this wall so that there's more space that he can move around in, and also make the table smaller, and so that there's space to move through here. And obviously you can take away the chairs so that he can fit his wheelchair there or there. And then with the couch, decided to go with the L-shaped couch with the detachable ottoman, so that he can be hosted onto the couch. And then the doors as well have been changed to sliding doors, which obviously opens up the space as well, creating free flow from the interior out into the patio. With the couch, I used the soft material for her, and then the base of this is also hard for him to be supported when he's sitting on the couch.
Okay.
And then,
in other words, your filling.
Yes, my filling. Yes, my filling in my cushions. Yes. Okay. And then the reason why I decided to go for a dark flooring is I just wanted that contrast of the lights and the dark. And then for my cabinetry as well, I'd use a dark the dark timber with the Duco color that's similar to this.
Okay.
The kind of dining room table I'd like to use, I don't have a sample here, but I have an example in.
Okay. Very clean, very simple.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Tsolo. If I may make a few comments,
yes,
bearing in mind that this is what we would do before presenting to a client.
Yes.
And we have to assess this for tomorrow, in fact. Starting from the top, and perhaps the ladies would like to add their comments. I like your combination of texture and colours for the space, yes, in terms of the fabrics for the living area. What I would be very concerned about here, and it might be a consideration,
yes,
because you have the round elements in your lounge, I don't see any, and in the arc lamp, I don't see I feel that a round element here could work quite nicely.
Okay.
And if one had a round table here, it wouldn't be limiting in terms of where the wheelchair could sit, where the helper, the assistant could sit, and where the client herself could. So it would be something that I think we could have a look at for the presentation tomorrow.
Yes.
I don't see any reason though why it shouldn't be of a similar style to what you've chosen,
yes,
but with a round, so you can have a square base to bring in the square elements, but with a round top to reflect what's happening.
Yes,
here.
That makes sense.
So I understand your need for a dark floor for the contrast, because you've used quite light colours in your furnishing.
Yes.
However,
yes,
because it's such a long, narrow space and
yes,
it's small, I would tend, I'm happy with the use of the timber and the combination of timber and duco, but I would tend here, and again, Lauren, you might have a comment, to use a lighter veneer.
Okay.
And perhaps incorporate some mirror.
Okay.
Not necessarily, and in this instance, in fact, I would incorporate clear mirror so as to reflect the very little light that is in this space and brighten it considerably.
Yes.
From a technical perspective on your drawings and things,
yes,
as a first attempt of giving this a shot, I think you nailed it on the head. Yes. There are just a few little details and trademarks that we have that obviously would need to be learned throughout your drawing technique.
Yes.
Just how you dimension things, just to make them a little bit neater in their orientation.
Okay.
To have clearer building notes where you're going to change things.
Okay.
Somebody needs to be able to understand this when you're not around, so you need to make sure they can read it and tell you what's going on.
I actually did have a note for that.
It's just
yeah.
Fair enough.
I did have a note for that.
So I believe that I'm going to have a chat with Bianca and Lindsay in terms of their understanding of your strengths and how you performed, and I'll chat to you soon.
Okay. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
tsebo ka go kgona go buisana le batho le go kgona go tlhalosa concept ya hao ka botlalo ke selo se botlhokwa haholo mosebetsing ofe kapa ofe o lokela go tseba mabitso a di-products tsa hao o lokela go tseba mabitso a di-tools tse o di sebedisang industry e nngwe le engwe e na le puo ya yona and o lokela go e tseba tje ka ha nna lona re na le maleme a go fapafapana gore o kgone go ba comfortable ka go bua pele ga batho ha o na le tsebo and hape o ntse o practice go ba bonolo gore o kgone go bua pele ga batho nailed presentation ele ka nnete ngwanana o re thabisitse o sebeditse hantle haholo o ka re ke gale ana a sebetsa mona company-ing ela go utlwisisa scope ke lo mo fa good ka nnete o bontshitse o utlwisiso ha mentor wa hae ana mo tlhalosetsa brief ya client for scope plan interpretation le thank you lo mo fa good o supile go utlwisisa sene se batlahala technical knowledge ke lo mo fa bete ke selo se le gore o lokela go ithuta sona mosebetsing for selection of finishes ke lo mo fa good use of resources le teng ke lo mo fa good o di sebedisitse kaofela matching the brief ke lo mo fa good o sebeditse hantle mona tasking ya bobedi ke rata tsela e ana e netse ka yona presentation skills ke lo mone excellent ke ngwana no khona go bua hantle ka nnete technical communication skills ke lo mo fa good impa o tlhoka improvement approval ke lo mo fa good overall o sebeditse hantle creative director ye ine e thabile le di mentor tsa hae
Come in, take a seat. So, how are you feeling? Exhausted, I'm sure.
It's been quite a day.
I'm sure. It's a lot for you to have done.
I've learned a lot today.
Okay, good.
Yes.
It's an awful amount to do in one day. As I said earlier, ordinarily this would take a number of days, so I think you did really well. The ladies, Lindsay and Bianca, were very impressed with you. They were very happy with your performance. You've heard the comments, of course, from Lindsay and from Bianca, and I'm sure going forward that you'll take them under consideration.
Take a note of them.
Good. We have decided that we'd love for you to join us in an internship.
Thank you.
What I haven't asked you is how many days you will be with us. I'm assuming 15.
Yes, that will be
that's
about
normal.
15 days, yes.
Okay. And what date would you start?
On the 18th of June.
Okay.
Yes, is that suitable?
That would be perfect. And you'll work under the mentorship of Lindsay primarily.
Yes.
Me always. And the rest of the girls will assist you in any task that you give them. We look forward to having you with us.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for the opportunity as well.
Absolute pleasure, thank you. Good.
It's been a long day, mara ke thabile. Ke thotse mosebetsi. Initially, ne ke le nervous. The first interview ne ke tshohile, mara I prevailed and I did what I had to do. I've been working hard, and this was the moment I was waiting for. All I want to say is pressa, pusha, panda, ke tla le bona.
Congratulations to Lufelo. Ma hustlers, dilo kaofela tse re phelang ka hare ho tsona di thomile di le kokelellong. Nna le wena re di product tsa menahano ya rona. Se re se nahanang re a se etsa. So wena o se ke wa tshaba go leka selo se setjha kapa wa tshaba go etsa diphoso. Hobane mo ke mo o tlo tholang talento ya hao le creativity ya hao. Keep hustling towards ditoro tsa lona and push up positive.
Sithi hala kuSolufelo ma hustlers intokazi bafethi ngempela ushayile umsebenzi ngithi kodwa ke icareer yakhe iyaqala kodwa thina uhlelo lethu liyaphela bafethu kodwa ningadangali xhumana nathi yazi ku website yethu ku www.ispani.co.za uzothola ke imininingwane about icareer namuhla namacareer amaningi ehlala ukuphathele wona khona lapha kuma social media bafethu satholakala sivakashele lapha ku Facebook page yethu just click on like ukhulume nathi khona da noma ke usivakashele ku Twitter bafethu is @ispani on SABC1 @ispani on SABC1 mina umfana kaMtambo senguqedile wami umsebenzi ngithi hlala udaba bafethu ngoba ungekwazi singakufuna nini singakubiza nini nawe ungasithola manje sokuma TV kanje so shaya Ispani bafethu mina sengiphuma kanje ngizohlala ngikutshela ngithi pressa push up hard ungaphela umoya faka umoya and remember don't look down look up and stay up nyanqanywa
Stand up, I get up, ngaphela umoya shona khona akhuluza shokuluza focus come on be a go getter ashona khona stay focused